Good night for everyone. Today we are going to explain the report of software quality of the project BookXBook. The group of members are Neil Garcia, Ángel Hermosa, Martín Perea, and Jonathan Quiroz. We are going to start.
The project involves an analysis of the quality of software. At this time, the system we will assess is a mobile application developed on Android operating system. To start talk about the software, its name is BookXBook. As I mentioned, it's a mobile application that serves as means for the interaction of two users exchange order book. This application is targeted for parents who have children studying in schools. As we know, there are constantly acquiring books and it's very difficult to obtain by economic issues or shortage of them. The application is used with the following steps. If you are not a member, first you will have to sync the application to use the full functionality. The software will ask only data such as name, phone, email, and DNI. The last one is for get a verification of individuals in order that there is no fake user. After that, if you found the book unique, the application can give you general information about the user who has the book, so that they can connect and to agree on a data in order to exchange to be successful. BookXBook is available for all types of users need to make a book.
First, we start with the information criteria. One is effectiveness. BookXBook fulfills the objective of the interaction between users that want to exchange. 2. Confidentiality. Regarding this criteria, as we already know, confidentiality is important because the user provides personal data which must be protected by the company. In BookXBook's case, we handle two perspectives, from the interaction between users and from the system. From the perspective of the interaction between users, the application does not provide detailed user data as for book exchange. It is only necessary that among user data such as name, phone number, and email are handled. From the system perspective, it is necessary that the user provide detailed data so the system can verify the data with the entity in charge. In this case is RENIEC, with the data provided by the user. 3. Integrity. As we mentioned in the previous point, the system performs data corroboration with RENIEC in order to avoid having users with fake profiles that may misuse the application and they use it as a means to carry out malicious purpose. 4. Availability. In BookXBook's case, availability is guaranteed since measures have been taken in case the application suffers from downtime. In other words, a backup plan exists to avoid the unavailability of the application. 5. Application. BookXBook will be developed in the Android operating system for smartphone and tablet platforms. 6. Information. Regarding this point, BookXBook with its word team performs necessary updates so users can have recent information and don't have problems at the time of people. In Book for Book, we have a team. One is a DBA, one developer, and two programmers. Infrastructure. What is requirement for the application's launch is a server that contains all the user information and their. Now we talk about the plan and organize. For this part of the COVID cycle, we talk two processes. The first is the PO1, define a strategic IT plan, and the second is PO8, manage quality. A few goals of the processes PO1 are the IT goals. Create a strategy with the goal of developing a consolidated structure. And the second is organize processes according to the functionality most prone to failing for a better developing of the application. Process goal. Be accepted by different types of the users as it will generate a good experience regarding use. And the next is have less application failures. The activity goals is develop the application based on record of previous successful application and evaluate the most used functionalities to optimize them. The related metrics are IT goals increase the average of users satisfied with the use of the application, and the next is minimize the failures that may present themselves during the use of the application. The process goal is the number of acceptance give the user for better positioning of the business for application. The activity goals is the number of risks identified for the development of a backup plan which may bring a solution to the present problems.
Okay, now we are continuing with occur and implement. For this part of COVID cycle, we do three processes. The first, procure IT resource. The second is acquire and maintain technology infrastructure. And the last one is acquire and maintain application software. For the first, procure IT resource, we have IT goals. Procure the IT resource for the software requires. Process goals. Provide the resource needs for the process to run smoothly. Second, provide reliable IT resource. Active goals. Plan resource acquisition and or maintenance. About the metrics of procure IT resource, we have first IT goals, the number of resources next week for the processes. Process goals. First, the number of different processes in this application. Second, the number of resources required for each process. Active goals. The average time to implement the resources. For the second, acquire and maintain technology infrastructure, we have IT goals. Acquire and maintain and integrate and standardize IT infrastructure. Process goals. Provide appropriate platform for the application in line with a defined IT architecture and technology standards. And the second, provide a reliable and secure IT infrastructure. Active goals. First, plan infrastructure maintenance. Okay. Second, provide development and test environment infrastructure. About this item, the metrics are IT goals, the number of processes supported by obsolete infrastructure. Process goals. First, the number of infrastructure components that are no longer supported. Second, the number of different technology platforms for this application. Active goals. First, the number of obtained book requests. Second, the average time to configure infrastructure components. The last one in this category is about acquire and maintain application software. IT goals. Acquire and maintain a standardized application software. Process goals. First, provide a appropriate platform for this application. Second, provide a reliable application software. Active goals. Plan application software maintenance. About the metrics, we have IT goals, the number of processes supported by obsolete applications. Process goals. First, the number of components in the organization. Second, the number of application software components no longer supported. Active goals, the average time to configure application software components. Okay, deliver and support. For this part of the COVID cycle, we took two processes. The first, DS11, manage data, and the second, DS2, manage third-party service. For the first one, manage data, we have IT goals. Acquire and manage data repository for user. We can have a server or a cloud computing. Second, process goals. Provide between users only the necessary information for mutual contact between users. Active goals. Plan an infrastructure so that data management is possible. About this point, the metrics are IT goals, the total average of data that increases as the application gains recognition and the number of users increase. Process goals, achieve a successful management level of user information without losing them. Active goals, manage the number of reports made in a monthly period of time and have higher control of registered users with the objective of improving the application according to their demands. About the second goals, DS2, it is about managed third-party service. We have IT goals, validation of data given by the user with reneged system to avoid users with fake profiles. Process goals. First, create an application that's reliable for user interaction. Second, establish an interface with a data validate from an external system reneged for a better use of it and thus avoid admission of users with malicious intention. Active goals. Carry out a real-time connection with reneged system when a user registers. About the metrics of this point, we have IT goals. Establish a number of requests made in a set period of time to reneged system so it can be optimized as time passes. Process goals. The average time for each request must be lower than the expected one. Active goals. Generate a weekly report of requests made to the external system reneged with a goal of improving the efficiency of the application. Okay, now we are going to talk about monitor and evaluate. For this part of the COVID cycle, we took two processes, NI1 and NI3. The first, NI1, is about monitor and evaluate IT performance. Okay, now we are going to talk about NI3, that is about ensure compliance with external requirements. IT goals. First, the mobile application has to be effective in order to fulfill project objective. Second, BookXBook ensures an excellent experience to the user achievement a good level of satisfaction covering their needs. Process goals. First, reduce the cost for user when acquiring a new book. Second, BookXBook will be the better positioner in this category application. Active goals. Plan monitoring for each process of the application as a means and obtain the software development as time progresses. Second, implement a platform of easy use for any kind of user, beginner or expert. The related metrics are IT goals, the number of system crashes in a period of time. Process goals, the expected numbers of collapse of the mobile application. Second, provide a safe and excellent mobile application in order to be recognized. Active goals. First, the average time that the application is not working. Second, the average time that the application executes process every 6 months. Well, now we are going to talk about the metrics of ensure compliance with external requirements. IT goals. The first, the satisfaction level that it generates with an increase of users that successfully use the application. Second, the number of planning and unplanning incidents in a set period of time. Process goals. Provide a safe and excellent mobile application in order to be recognized. Active goals. First, the average time the application is not working. Second, the average time that the application executes process each 6 months.
Finally, we are going to explain the ideal process in the next video.